Hey everyone, today I'm going to be sharing a Halloween layout with you. And you'll see here I've already got a cut file that I cut on my Cameo, and that is from Carrie Bradford. I'll put a link in the description. My blade on my silhouette was really dull, so I'd recommend if you're going to cut something like this, something intricate, always have a sharp blade. But I decided I was going to use it. I didn't want to wait for it to cut again, so I just picked and picked until I got all the little pieces out. And right there, I am just gluing down certain areas with my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive in a fine liner bottle. And I'm just trying to figure out which way I want to keep my paper, because I did want to be able to see those spider webs. I thought they were really cool. So on this layout, I am using the Doodlebug October 31st collection, and I am mainly using the 6x6 pad. Usually when I buy the 6x6 pads, I end up not using them, but I kind of challenged myself to find a way to use them. So I actually made a card, which is not on this video, but I did make a card, so I used up some of the 6x6 pad there, and I'm going to do it on my layout. As you'll see right now, I'm just cutting strips, and I'm going to make those go all along the border of that cut file, and it's going to be kind of a frame for my layout. And I didn't measure the strips. I just kind of picked papers that I thought went well together and just trimmed them and stuck them down. So right now I'm just getting the placement for them. And now that I've got those, I cut some out obviously, but once I got those down, I just took my score tape and I just put it along each piece, and I'm going to glue each one of those down around the edge. And once again, I cut a bunch of that out too because it took me forever. So I spared you that. But once I do that, once I get it all glued down with the score tape, I take it over to my trimmer. I thought I was going to turn it over and use my scissors to trim, but I realized that was not going to be a fun thing to do, and it would be much quicker to just put it in my trimmer. So I did put it in my trimmer and cut off all the edges so that way they were nice and straight. And after that, I really like the way it looks, and it looks really good in real life. So I'm just moving papers around, getting everything placed where I want it. I did fiddle with it a little bit to get the placement just so, and here we go. So this is where I'm going to take it over and get it trimmed on my trimmer. There we go. And now it's all nice. So I'm going to start working on getting my photos down. So that is also another piece from the 6x6 pad, and it's kind of a tone-on-tone green chevron paper. And I wanted to make sure that that picture kind of popped because since it was such a dark picture, it was taken at night of the Mickey light, and so I wanted it to really pop, and I didn't want to use orange because that pumpkin was already so orangey. So I mounted that on the green. And then my main larger photo, I put that on actually a piece from the 12 by 12 papers. And it's just a purple striped, kind of like tone-on-tone paper once again, but it's just striped. And so I did that, and then I inked around the edges of that paper with some black soot distress ink. And then I'm going to get that matted onto that purple, and I'm also going to go back after that. I believe I'm going to ink around the green paper too to make sure it is the same as the others. So there we go. So I'm inking that with the same black soot ink. And I'm going to kind of get that placement of where I want my photos. And there was like leftovers from the pieces that I'd put around the edge, so I thought, hey, I might as well use them. So I had a little strip, I just cut it in half, and I'm going to use a little bit right there behind the large photo, and then a little bit down at the bottom behind the small photo. And that just has little stars on it. And not sure what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and get my small photo down. And then I believe I will work on the large one too. And yeah, and get it stuck down too so I can start kind of embellishing and getting a title on the page. And I think I did kind of cut a little bit of my embellishing off on this layout because you'll see pictures at the end, but I did add some of the teensy type alpha stickers on the very bottom. I didn't really think I needed to journal on this layout so much, but I wanted to at least record where the photos were taken. Not that the Mickey picture isn't a dead giveaway on that, but hey. So I used some little purple teensy type alpha stickers on the bottom and put Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And I also put 2014 on the bottom of the large picture when I did that as well. So now I am inking those, I think it's one of the little pieces. Yep, the little piece that I'm sticking down in the bottom now. And I really didn't need to ink them because they were black, but I guess I just kind of didn't want the black or the white showing around it, so I inked it. And here I used the same purple paper that I used behind my large photo, and I cut out some Mickey ears. I just went online and searched for Mickey and found something that I like. And actually I first found a print, like something that I was going to print and cut, and I did print and cut it, but I ended up just going with regular pattern paper and making my own title. So I am now going to get that glued down with some score tape, and then that is going to be the home for my title eventually. And so I play with the placement a little bit and get it situated the way I like, and then stick that down. And that flare badge is from A Flare for Buttons. And I've had some of her stuff and they're really cute, and I'm like, I need to start using these. So I actually do end up using one on my layout. And so right now I'm working on my title, which is Boo to You. And the Boo is actually a cut file from Just Nick Studio, and that's Nicole Noasad. And she has some really cute cut files too. So I will also make sure to link to that. But I just took some green pieces that I had left over and backed it on behind the little O's, which are eyeballs, so it makes them stand out more. And then I put some dimensional adhesive behind that, and then I'm gonna stick that down up top, and then I'm gonna get the rest of my title put down below that. And the rest of my title is done with the word to is from some teensy type alphas from Doodlebug, and then the word you is from one of their skinny alphas. And once I get that stuck down, I'll start embellishing some more. I love all the cute little things that coordinate with this collection. I don't know what it is about me, but for Halloween layouts, I really just like traditional Halloween colors. So I tend to go for collections that are going to have your purples and oranges and greens and stuff like that. And I do love how some of them add pops of blue as well. So there we go. Now I've got that flare button, and or flare badge, and I'm gonna get that stuck down. I think that's what I'm working on. And I think I just put like glue dots or some score tape on the back of that. And then I'm gonna stick that there to kind of cover that area that was between the photos and where my title went, since the Mickey head is round and I didn't like that space that it created there. And so now I'm looking at the little doodle pops, and I love those little spiders. The card that I actually made, I used one of those spiders too. So at first I stick that spider there, and then I'm kind of like, it's not standing out exactly the way I'd like it to. So I'm going to go back and look at the sticker sheet, and there was a white spider web. So I'm like, yeah, the white spider web will really pop on that purple paper. So I had to get all the little pieces out of that spider web. And I'm not going to use the whole spider web. I'm just going to put a little bit over Mickey's ear, kind of hanging over there. So I stick it down, And now I'm going to take my small scissors and I'm going to trim around the edge of the ear and cut the rest of that sticker off. And it's kind of a bummer because now I don't know if I'll be able to use that sticker, but maybe I can layer it behind a picture or something so that I can still use it because it really is cute. But once I do that, then I put my little spider back on that spider web, and I like that much better. And after that, I don't think I add too much to that corner of the Boo to You. But now I'm starting to look at the lower left-hand corner and what I can do there. And I was pretty sure I wanted to use some pumpkins. So I was going through the little punch outs and there was a really cute pumpkin on there. You can see I put it down. But in the end, I'm not going to use it because I just feel like it's way too large. And since we already had pumpkins in that picture there, I didn't want my embellishment to be quite that large. So I'm looking at the sticker sheet now to see if I might want to use the pumpkins on the sticker sheet. Because I knew I wanted a tall pumpkin and more of a short, fat one. And so I'm going to find 2 pumpkins on that sticker sheet that I like better. And I'll find some way to use the other little punch out one on another layout that doesn't already have pumpkins in the pictures. So I'm going to stick down the tall one and then I'm going to get a shorter one, and I'm just putting a little bit of, I stick down the bottom of it directly to the paper, and then on the top I take dimensional adhesive to make it pop up a little bit. And then I take one of the little skinny ones and I put dimensional adhesive on the back of the little short one. I put dimensional adhesive on the back of that one, and then I'm going to kind of wedge it onto the front of my skinny pumpkin, and it's going to kind of create a little bit of a frame for the bottom of my photo. And then there were also some stars on the sticker sheet, and I thought those would be cute to add around the page for a little extra interest. So there was like a purple one, a black one, and an orange one. I think there might have been green. And so I just picked a few, and in my pictures you're going to see something different. And my pictures are coming up now, and you'll see where I added those teensy type stickers and moved some stars around. So thanks for watching and have a great day.